Hi, my name is Pastor Hal York, and welcome to Truth in the Trenches. Today we're going to be in Proverbs chapter 24, verse 1. We've probably all heard of the green-eyed monster. I'm not referring to Shrek, I'm referring to the other green-eyed monster. It has many different names, but the most common one it goes by is envy. Being a book about life and godly wisdom, it is not surprising that Proverbs talks quite a bit about envy. Jonathan Edwards defines envy this way. He says, envy is a spirit of dissatisfaction or opposition to the prosperity or happiness of other people. And Proverbs helps us narrow down a particular group of people we as believers may be tempted to envy. And it may surprise you. Proverbs 24, 1 and 2 says, be not envious of evil men, nor desire to be with them. Why does he say that? For their hearts devise violence, and their lips talk of trouble. The fact that Proverbs tells me not to do this means that it must be something I find myself prone to do. So doing a quick inventory of my heart, I find, sure enough, there it is. The tendency, if I'm not careful, to envy sinners. Now, there are some sinners I don't envy. I don't envy drug addicts and alcoholics or those whose lives or families are falling apart because of sinful or bad choices. But not all sinners are drug addicts or have their families falling apart around them. Some are upstanding citizens, have nice families, good marriages, nice homes, and good reputations. Some sinners have a lot of really nice stuff as well. Nice stuff. Stuff I think I would really like to have. They seem to enjoy life. They get up on Sunday morning and never think about church. They have a nice breakfast, get the kids ready for soccer, go to the game, come home, and spend time around the pool with the family and some friends, and never once give thought towards God or the church or eternity. They seem perfectly happy in this world because they are. This world is all they know. They are home here. This is their turf. And yes, sometimes it's easy to envy them. But I'm thankful for the honesty of Scripture and for recording for us another man's struggle with the same thing in Psalm 73. His name was Asaph. In Psalm 73, beginning verse 2, he says, but as for me, my feet almost stumbled. My steps had nearly slipped, for I was envious of the arrogant when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For they have no pangs until death. Their bodies are fat and sleek. They are not in trouble as others are. They are not stricken like the rest of mankind. Therefore pride is their necklace. Violence covers them as a garment. And he goes on all the way down to verse 14. And he ends with these words, behold, these are the wicked, always at ease. They increase in riches. And all in vain have I kept my heart clean and washed my hands in innocence. For all the day long I have been stricken and rebuked every morning. But thankfully, Psalm 73 does not end with verse 14, and Proverbs 23 does not end with verse 17. There is more at stake than just this life. Psalm 73, verse 16 and 17 says, but when I thought about this is Asaph again, but when I thought how to understand this, it seemed to me a wearisome task, until I went into the sanctuary of God. Then I discerned their end. Read recently about a famous celebrity who has passed away, and I'm sure there will be much about his life one could envy. But where is he now? Where will sinners be 1 second after they die? What is their future from an eternal perspective? For the believer, the future is bright and filled with hope beyond the grave. It comes through salvation in Jesus Christ. Remember, we are not home yet. We are strangers and pilgrims on this earth, and the best is yet to come for the believer. We have a sure and certain hope. We have a home prepared for us, and we are waiting our Father's return for us. So keep looking up. But for the sinner, this is as good as it gets. The worst is yet to come for them. We need to keep an eternal perspective on our lives. Life is not about the abundance of the things we possess. But here's the point I'd like to make. It's very unlikely we will have much of a passion for evangelizing sinners if we are secretly envying them. Now think about that. It's very unlikely we will have much of a passion for evangelizing sinners if we are secretly envying them. So remember, we will be home soon, so don't envy sinners. When tempted, reread Psalm 73. Then seek to rescue sinners from the wrath to come by telling them the good news of Jesus Christ, that he died for us on the cross. He died for our sin and rose again the third day, and he's coming back. And they can have that relationship with him through faith in Jesus Christ by believing on him and him alone. Our relationship with God will bring greater satisfaction than anything this world can give. So let not your heart envy sinners, but continue in the fear of the Lord all day long. May this truth guide us and guard us as we seek to live for the glory of God and the good of others in the trenches of life. May God bless.